Do electric cars catch fire more often than petrol or diesel cars? It is one of the most dramatic questions in the electric car debate. A burning EV creates powerful images, and those images are shared again and again. But a memorable video is not the same thing as evidence that a type of car catches fire more often. In this video, we separate two different questions. How often do electric cars catch fire? And when the high-voltage battery is involved, why can the fire be difficult to manage? Let us begin with frequency. Sweden's Civil Contingencies Agency, known as MSB, has reviewed reported fires involving electric and electrified vehicles. Its public guidance says fires in electric or hybrid passenger cars are uncommon, and that petrol and diesel-only passenger cars catch fire more often. That does not prove that every EV model is safer than every combustion model. Fire statistics are complicated. The vehicle fleets have different ages, mileage, ownership patterns, and reporting methods. Some databases combine battery electric cars with plug-in hybrids, while others count them separately. A fair comparison also needs a denominator, such as fires per distance traveled. Simply counting headlines is not enough. The evidence therefore supports a careful conclusion. Available real-world data does not show that electric cars catch fire more often as a group. But electric cars can still catch fire, and the risk is not zero. There is another important detail. Not every fire involving an EV begins in the traction battery. The cause may be a collision, an electrical fault in the low-voltage system, a damaged charging installation, or an external fire. A tire or interior fire can spread to the battery, just as a fire in a combustion car can spread to the fuel system. So why do battery fires attract so much attention? Because a lithium-ion battery can behave differently when damaged. Inside the battery are many cells storing a large amount of energy. If one damaged cell enters thermal runaway, its temperature and pressure can rise uncontrollably. Heat can then spread to neighboring cells. The battery may produce intense heat, flammable gases, and repeated flare-ups. The United States National Transportation Safety Board has highlighted two special risks for emergency responders: exposure to high-voltage components and the possibility of reignition. A damaged battery can contain stranded energy even after flames are gone. That is why responders may cool and monitor the vehicle for an extended period, and why a badly damaged EV may need special storage. This makes some battery fires more complex to manage. It does not mean an EV is constantly waiting to explode. And it does not mean you should try to handle a battery fire yourself. If you see smoke, flames, or loud popping, move away from the vehicle and call the emergency services. Tell them that the vehicle is electric. Do not touch damaged orange high-voltage cables, and do not crawl under the car to investigate the battery. What can an owner do to reduce the risk? First, use a charging installation that follows local electrical rules. A professionally installed charging point, correct protective equipment, and an undamaged cable reduce avoidable risks. Second, stop using a connector or cable that is damaged, discolored, loose, or unusually hot. Do not use improvised adapters or extension leads unless the vehicle and charging equipment manufacturers specifically approve. Third, respond to recalls and safety updates promptly. A temporary charging limit may be inconvenient, but it manages a known risk. Fourth, have the car inspected after a serious impact underneath the vehicle. A hard strike from road debris can still justify a professional check. Warning messages, coolant leaks, smoke, heat, or new noises should never be ignored. Remember that charging equipment is part of the safety chain. The car, cable, wall box, socket, circuit, and protective devices all have to work together. There is also a myth in the opposite direction, that an EV fire can never be extinguished. Firefighters can control these fires. A battery and thermal runaway may require a different strategy, substantial cooling and monitoring for reignition. The correct response belongs to trained emergency services, not bystanders with a small household extinguisher. The most honest conclusion is this: electric cars do not appear to catch fire more often than petrol and diesel cars in the available fleet data. But when the battery is involved, the incident can create special hazards and demand more time. Frequency and difficulty are not the same question. Have dramatic EV fire videos changed the way you think about electric cars? Tell us in the comments. Subscribe to EVuntold for clear, evidence-based electric car information without the fear or the hype.